again on the first day of spring to go about dancing with Jack in the Green. Jack in the Green, and we'll dance every springtime with Jack in the Green. We've been celebrating the May for hundreds of years. I think it is the marking of the end of winter and beginning of summer. Warmer days, more sunlight. It really is about the light. Our spiritual home as a side is Cerne Abbas, where we practiced for very many years. The Cerne giant, they believe they built up a storyline which takes it back to Saxon times. They think he could have been Hercules and that one arm should have had a cloak over it. It's quite rare for him to have a very large pair of scissors in his lap. Each May Day we go onto the giant at sunrise and we dance on the trundle. It is the most important day for a Morris dancer. My name's David Chiplin. I'm actually the squire of the Wessex Morris Men and I'm also the Dorset Ooser beast handler. I was 25 years old. At that particular time I was on a construction site and there was a gentleman that said, "Did you want to come and join me in my new hobby?" I said, "What's that?" And he said, "Morris dancing." And I said, "You got to be joking." I went along on Monday the 13th of October 1978 and every Monday since that day I've been going Morris dancing. There are a huge number of Morris forms. The traditions come from various villages and we are a Cotswold side. It's great fun about Morris is that you do get people from completely different walks of life. There's a whole mix of people. We've often jested that if they put us on a remote island, we could actually survive. Well, we wouldn't have any women. We'd be short-lived. A lot of us joined when we were young and we just got older. We struggle actually to get young people involved. We're very serious about what we do and we'll never want to bring it into disrepute. With Morris Men, it's just happy times, really. Squirrel's badge. Handsome fellow. These really are just to keep you warm in the winter and bring a bit of colour to a dull winter's day, you know. Nobody really quite knows about the Dorset Ooser. It probably as a mask was something which was used by early communities to actually do correctiveness. If you had two people that were being adulterous in their village, they would actually tie them back to back on a horse, parade them around the village, and then the Ooser mask would come out as a way of shaming them. For me personally, I think it's just a part of folklore, as is Morris dancing, of course. When you start to walk up the hill, it is actually dark, and you go through the process of basically the day is breaking and the light is starting to come. What time are we now? Oh, well, this is it, the first light, there it is. It's amazing. When you're in your box, you're not going to think, oh, I remember those hours I was watching the telly. You're going to remember moments like that on the hill. It sounds completely mad, but to actually have a pint of beer in your hand at 5 o'clock in the morning, somehow it seems so right. It's just a special moment.
Breakfast is served.
Good morning and a happy May Day to you all. We'll do 5 dances and then we'll do a song. We're going to get Howard, our lead musician, to give us a nice song. We start dancing at about 5:15. The people's reaction is fun and you meet real people again. It's great. I think it sort of pulls you back to earth a little bit. I think it's getting back to nature, real things, what really matters. You can be in a crowd and they can be very well educated sort of people watching, and then there can be ordinary working folk, the whole mix of community, which is great. If you ask the children where they think Morris dancing came from, or where you think Ooser, they have no idea very often. Is it German? Is it French? They often say Irish, and the last guess is English, which is strange because it is our local custom, is what we do. I do like the mystery of it. I mean, actually it's quite nice not knowing all its history. You're in a country pub and you're having a pint and you have a chat and a joke. What's not to like?
God bless the merry little hop that brings us all good cheer. For oh, without the merry little hop, we would never have strong beer.
Folk songs and folk music is part of a community, actually. You are grounded in the seasons. You're singing songs about the old days, but most of those are still relevant today. If you don't know where you've come from, I think you are unsure where you're going. Yes, we'll touch the good heart of young Jack in the Green, Jack in the